your counter up against the Viper. How do you kill this guy? The VS and AA to a point do it because like we saw VS's effect with that wave of terror. Like the ability to remove the armor from the Ogre Magi who had 7 armor. That's a nice little thing, but now you actually have the amplify on
with the amp as well from the Slardar. You could just hit him with supports and he will cry.
Yeah. Maybe not full tears. Venomous tears, he'd be like alien and go straight through the damn floor. But let's actually have a pick through our lane. So we'll look towards the top lane. It will actually be a solo Slark going up against a solo Clockwerk. That'll be Cointfer over on the Slark, in fact. So it's not going to be Pycat playing one of his signature heroes. Funn1k on the Clockwerk, to be expected. The middle lane will be Dendy as the Razor. They'll leave Pycat as the Viper to go up against him, and Bulba doing the Witch Doctor roaming kind of thing. Sing Sing will be the Puck, so it will be a Sing Sing Puck at EGM's Earthshaker. Fresh off the bat of crushing a TC Terrorblade the other day. That screenshot, if you missed it, over on the Joint Dota Twitter, it was quite spectacular.
The battle begins.
I, of course, stole it and put it on my own, as the best Twitters do. Yeah, but this is going to be one of those great heroes for him. And then that leaves our last ones. It's FNG on the Ancient Apparition, Vanscore VS, and Horvorst will be the Slardar, and that wraps up our entire lineup. There's the battle for the warding continues, and it will be FNG coming out on top of this free gold if he doesn't stop missing uphill, and there you go. So this actually makes it a little bit more riskier for Pycat, because Team Arena, Tinkerina have used both their Observer wards, and they've lost vision of the runes now, so they have no idea what's going to be happening with these runes.
But I think the good part for Team Tinker is that when they leave it supports Puck and Zid, and they want to keep this Puck low levels, so Sing Sing could potentially gather information at all times and make sure that if they go mid, they will know about it.
I want to watch how Funn1k does on this top lane, because he went boots first as opposed to going for the Stout Shield. Yeah.
Well, it's good when you're facing a melee hero. But at the same time,
you got Bulba.
Well, it's good against Bulba too, actually. So you can walk and harass him back.
Well, also on the bottom lane, we've got to keep very, very close tabs on just how fast Slardar's able to farm. Denny's again off to a great start in middle lane. It's 5-3 versus a 1-for-1. This is now the 3rd time in a row in the first 1 minute that Denny is capable of winning his lane. Obviously, Pycat's going to make a bigger difference once he starts doing it, especially if EGM can get this fissure. Denny in a little bit of trouble. That poison attack, it should be enough. He's going to cut into the fog of war, and they can see him. And that gives first blood to Team Arena Tinkerino.
Very well played by EGM. He saw the opportunity and he just went for it.
Vanscore might have a crack here at Sing Sing. You'll have to bait out the attack animation, like the stun animation though. But decides not even to give it a crack. But that's real problematic. There's actually a moment, like 30 seconds into the game, where EGM could have potentially got himself a kill over on Sing Sing as well, but he came in and he was just shot by that 10 mana. He'd already thrown a fissure beforehand. So it was a little bit problematic for him, but again, they're looking towards that mid Dendy. Pycat doing such a great job of harassing him down, and Dendy's plasma field isn't keeping up with this kind of harassment, and now, well, they need some more movement speed here on EGM. The fissure will connect, and this could be a second kill now. Going the way of Team Arena Tinkerino. The plasma field damage was nice, and Funn1k with the hater, and he'll come in for a revenge kill. A quick battery assault in through the side, and now he was considering having another crack at EGM, but he had to dive too deep under the tower for that one. So possibly the best rune he could get for a trade-up, and that actually helps out Na'Vi a lot, because you've just skyrocketed Funn1k up to level 4.
Yeah, if Clockwerk gets a fast 6, that's so much trouble for Team Tinker.
Yep. It's all, I'm not going to say it's worth the risk of dying 2 times in the mid, but it's definitely an advantage for him.
Yeah, it's a very good backup plan, I would say, in a way.
And stops Pycat from getting an insanely quick mech, or potentially Hand of Midas just sitting in the lane. But then he comes back, and again, I almost feel like they need to switch up their lanes, but who can you even switch in there?
Well, I don't think that's necessarily what they need, but what they need is a support to be close by and zone out Shaker when he's going close, so Shaker can never help, in a way.
But that means VS has to stop doing what he's doing on bottom lane.
Yeah, exactly, and then Puck gets space. So if Sing Sing is making them stay bottom, then that is great, because they're winning mid, and they're winning short lanes, and that's 2 lanes.
That space also on bottom lane you're talking about, like, if you do take the VS out, the kill potential of the lane from Na'Vi just goes out the window.
They cannot kill.
No. Not unless Sing Sing makes a really bad mistake.
Only scenario where they kill is if the lane is really deep pushed by Na'Vi and close to the tower, because then it's a lot of space to chase after the puck. Even if he orbs with the Slardar sprint and the boots, you can catch up.
Funn1k versus EGM, there's a 5 movement speed advantage here for the Clockwerk. But EGM is just making him run around the rosy a little bit. The 4-minute rune's about to spawn up though. So 1 second, and Funn1k, well, he goes straight for the battery assault and picks up the DD rune. This is also inside of his bottle, so he's got that for a rainy day.
They're looking to make a play, but EGM is close. He cannot help though. He's short of mana.
They had the Observer Ward, so while that's up, they know when they can move around. And Vincere, the smoke's going to break. But the vision for the Dire side, this is their vision right now. It's so restricted because we've only just hit nighttime, and they're not ready for it. And because Pycat went down the hill, the vision was even more restricted. Vortex is down, then he's in close, and Pycat, EGM, he doesn't have mana. He's short right now, but Pycat on 3 life points. He gets back behind the tower. Bulba will die in the meantime to the double damage. Funn1k up on the top lane.
Pycat used a flash to heal up for slightly, not even 1 second, and then he dodged, dying.
Like not even 1 second was enough time. Like he went down to 3. Like that's enough to survive.
Perfect timing to flash.
And Dandy though, Pycat still living life on the edge. A new salvo's going to fly in. Just dropping his belt of strength so we can heal up a little bit more efficiently there.
But you notice he has 3 points in Karaf's skin. If he didn't, he would have died there.
Correct. Every little bit down. As opposed to going for like that other extra point up in Nether Toxin or the extra point in the harassing poison. And he wouldn't blame him for putting an extra point up into poison. No,
because he is winning this lane.
Yeah.
And it helps his snowball. But at the same time, if they killed you, then that is a bigger issue, because you already have an advantage. So it's just safer play.
And with the changes to poison attack, you don't have to go into the second level, because you've got your 0-second cooldown of poison attack now, so it's too easy.
But at the same time, the slow helps a lot. It's also attack slow, it's not just movement speed slow.
We should flag too that level 6 has arrived over on the slider. And Sing, well, he's already used his orb. He's got a Dream Call and he'll phase shift out the attack. The Dream Call will still be used, and that's going to hold Slider in position. I think Sing, he doesn't have mana really turn for this. Vorce will take the stun.
That was very well played by Sing. He could have died there.
Well, I think that must have been Bulba TPing in.
Perhaps. But I think he was also a part of Vengeful Spirit fault, because he just stunned right away. And he didn't need to do it at all.
Funn1k's going to leave his bottle down, and he's got level 6 now, so I expect some type of gank in towards that lane. And in fact, he is. He's just walking his way around the back end. But EGM again, like, he's spending so much time here in the middle lane. You'd think it would under-level him, but he's still at 3.5 levels. 2 assists, no deaths.
I just don't know how much it matters that EGM is meant to pick top, because if Viper gets hooked and then he gets the cog out, even Fisher is not gonna help him.
Especially if it's on cooldown like it was before.
Yeah.
Right now, Funn1k is kind of in no man's land. He's picked up phase boots. He's just trying to find an opening, and Ancient Apparition also going for a bit of a wander. They're giving a lot of space here to Vincere. Like, he's stacking and he's making sure he sticks here with a slider. But as we saw before, unless you bait the phase shift out from the very start, you're not going to kill Sing, even when he screws up his orb, because he's using it to like push and harass.
Yeah, he has a silence, and then he can coil as well. There are still ways out of him.
Funn1k, wants to have a crack at him. Funn1k just puts up the cogs to start with, trying to keep Witch Doctor out for the bouncing cast. Funn1k, he's locked in by the Dire Creep Wave. Easy kill there for Koitva. And that's well, not a solo kill, but it's still his first kill, and he's running ahead of Midas too. So they're injecting a lot of money into him. 3.8k in the net worth now. A full 600 if I go the right amount of decimals.
Yeah.
Going up against Slider.
Under attack.
Okay, they actually have stacks in the jungle as well. They're clearing that now.
Well, that's a nice farm for him, but in the meantime, they're losing the tier 1 tower in the top lane. They had a catapult and 3 range.
There's very little to do about it, I think.
They could have soaked up the experience, but they just waited for Funn1k to respawn to come back up to the lane.
Yeah. Well, the tower shouldn't die, I suppose. Not yet.
Not just yet, but give us some time. 8 minutes, now going to spawn up. Chilling touch bonus damage. Bulba down to half life with 1 attack.
Hey man, he has heal, he's fine.
Nah. Still waiting to see Funn1k. Like, he tried to rotate around to find a kill. Whoops. And Bulba, like, I mean, Funn1k, he never really found the opening. We had Team Reno Tinkerino just back up so far that there was just no chance for him. The second he went missing from the top lane, like, that's one thing which you got to give props to Team Reno Tinkerino. They've been really good with the presence of the lane. Yes. Apart from this, FNG trying to D-ward. He's still trying to D-ward, even in the middle. He realized he was going to die anyway. Yeah. But he missed like 3 attacks up the hill to try to D-ward, which allows Sing just to come in and like, dream kill.
It's a really good D-warding though. you could argue that it's a good death just because he removes the ward.
Well, considering how limited Team Tinker's vision was
Yeah,
last
exactly.
time, like they've been literally playing with one observer ward on the field at all times, and even now, like actually, where is their?
I think that one got denied as well. Yeah, it got denied on the mid lane.
Middle tower is under
Yeah, there's a
attack.
Radiant Sentry ward. You're right.
Navi's doing such a great job. They actually removed all the wards so far. Like initial wards was the one top run here.
Yep.
And then the other one was blocking the pulling camp bottom.
Yep.
They also dewarded this with just 2 sentries.
And of course, vision is going to be key. When you have amplified damage as well, you're able to just keep tabs of everybody on the map. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
There's no invis that really helps you out. And if you keep getting amplified, it means you've got to delay your time before you start smoking. And the duration, like, is 25 seconds at the first level. It's a long time to have detection of everything.
But Sing is really close to Blink actually. He's doing a fantastic job in an ulti.
Funn1k, Bulba, he just goes in solo. The Cogs, the battery assault, and Bulba's heal, it won't be enough to keep him alive here. So Bulba getting sold up in the jungle, but Funn1k, does he get himself out? This one's scot-free.
Yes,
Tycat's moving up. And he does have ultimate available, but Funn1k, with those phase boots, he's got the movement speed on him, and EGM needs to actually stun, and he missed the first one. He doesn't get the fidget block off. The creep wave will be here, and he can slow him down here, but then again, Funn1k, there goes your face boots against Slark, gets the leash on him, into the Cogs, trying to keep EGM out. The fidget will be cast, but you've also brought Clockwerk in to make sure this Clockwerk does go down. After it's a solo kill, in fact, they bring all 5 heroes into mid.
Yeah, it's so much commitment when it's not needed. Shaker could have just blocked him off and then he dies, because Viper reaches, he ults, you go. But I guess he maybe didn't check if he has a port and maybe he's scared because of that.
Should also flag the fact that Sing on the sideline. That was a vengeful spirit and was able to get the last hit over on the puck. So the two of them going down, it's actually still quite an even trade in recent times. So, and then you get a full earn over on.
Okay, then he has a global face. I think he's going minus in this game.
Another one?
Yeah, another one.
Oh, EGM, the rocket, gonna scout him. He's still got a hook shot available, just holding EGM inside the Cogs. He can't get the fissure down. The attack animation is too long in between the Cogs and the Cogs. And that's a very weird, wild hook shot coming out. The ulti from Tycat should be able to take out the ancient apparition. While then again, Tycat will lose his own life. Navi support came in very quickly too, and they bring all 5 heroes into the mid. But because of that, it opens up the top lane, the T1 tower will drop. Funn1k? Yeah, there we go.
That Blink is gonna have such a huge impact in this game if he just goes and kills people. But at the same time, he finally didn't miss his hook. Ancient Apparition doesn't die, and he also gets his level 6.
Not really the most flawless game they're searching for, but then again, Funn1k, Clockwerk, he's here, the magic missile, they'll just disjointed. Funn1k, he was hoping to try and track him down with the phase boots, but really, he's not fast enough. He's not fast enough up against the Slark. And even if he did, you've still got Shadow Dance from Clockwerk.
It's so hard to pass out and dodge a bench stun as well, actually. Because I think normally it follows you, but if it catches you right when you're jumping, then you dodge it.
Well, that's a nice little room for Reverse to find. Kind of make a bit of an opening wherever he can. As now there's a quick ping. He knows what he wants to go for, but they need more help. Venscore, he's got swap, but remember, this is level 1. This isn't enough to really make a play. And what vision does Team Tinkerina have? They don't even see the 3 Na'Vi heroes on the high ground. So Blink, Crush, the Fidger, they're waiting for it. Now will come down. The Amplifier is already over on Tycat with the Wave of Terror. -6 on the armor, and he's still out the damage, but then Slarter, he'll be the sacrificial lamb here. The bouncing cast does go down to Dendy. Uses his 1 charges already. Coin for back into that Dark Pack, trying to get that extra spill damage. The swap out for Venscore, and he'll be the one to get leashed out, allowing Dendy to try and turn. The Fidger will hold him out. The Bulba still going to go down, but Razor need more damage. 9 life points. Funn1k comes in, gets a perfect hookshot on Clockwerk. 3 for the price of 2, and Dendy will actually get himself away to safety. Probably the more critical thing of that engagement.
1 millisecond, and Slark would have had his blink and could have blinked the Razor right before he gets cocked as well. Just 1 millisecond, man.
Dendy's Midas is up and running. This is 13-minute Midas though. It's a little bit later. I guess it's like you're looking at like a semi-core item, like you're buying drums and then you're going into the Midas as well, which is kind of like we saw like Blink Dagger and then
It's
Midas.
not so late for a mid here, especially when you go Threads and then you buy Bottle, and you also go Magic one before it.
I was also surprised he had the Ogre Club by now.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's actually very farm. He has the same CS as Lordar. and Slark, pretty much.
But he's still behind by just over 1,000 in the network.
Yeah, it's because he killed creeps in the jungles, and then there's small creeps too.
Also, Slaughter is 4-1 on the board.
Yeah.
Like, that was his first death in the mid lane.
Slark is meant to have more, because he actually rushed the Midas his full, I think.
Well, they're coming down, blink down, and they found FNG. Ice Blast as well as Cold Feet. It's not going to be enough damage to kill off the Slark, as he'll just Shadow Dance himself away to safety and then regenerate up again. And PyCat starting his push onto the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. And Navi's not really ready to fight just yet. They still need a little bit more tankability over on this Slark before they can allow him to jump in. And we saw the downside about that. Like, you pop the sprint, and you just take too much damage. Sure, it costs no mana, but
it doesn't.
It's that additional damage of 15%. He's got up at level 3 now, Clockwerk. Oh, they're going to spot him. He'll blink himself over the tree line. EGM with just the defensive fissure. The Dire Observer Ward's watching out for most things in the Clockwerk. Well, where's your hookshot? Funn1k. It's a level 1 hookshot, but he's got the range. That's the hookshot you're seeing right there. And into the choke point, he can easily jump up. But EGM, there's your jump. Yes, he went through before. Managed to catch out Sing Sing, but the all the way got crushed up. He held in position. The Death Wall will drop the Funn1k. He needs to get himself further away. It's only 2 for the price of 1. And as PyCat wants to go further, the Vortex and Cold Feet, PyCat's going to be careful. Slaughter's coming back in again. The Blink is available. More importantly, they get the double stun over on PyCat. But Clockwerk, the damage, he turns into Slaughter, but it's too much damage coming out from Denny. Double kill for him. 5 heroes lost for Team Marino Tinkerino. And they'll push into the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. And they just seem to kite them around the tree line.
Yeah, exactly. And Navi has that advantage when they get this kiting done because they actually have the vision from them.
They're coming bottom lane, EGM fissure. It actually holds Vanscore too close, but a blink down from Clockwerk. He starts up on FNG. The support's coming in. They know Vanscore stuck in the tree line for the moment, cuts his way through a little bit, and now EGM, just an easy stomp. Vanscore will get his own stun off. But the 2 supports get brought down, and they keep their tier 1 tower alive.
Yeah, it was a very good buyback. They can actually deny and possibly kill the enemy tower as well. Possibly. Actually, I don't think they can. It's going to take too long. But it's still very good.
Dire's bottom tower has
been good cash
denied.
coming out from play for both teams after that. But Clockwerk, you know what he wants to do? He just wants to keep this momentum. He can't back up.
Yeah.
He can't back up. He has to keep fighting and keep blocking down this Slaughter, who isn't going to go for the Vanguard. He just goes straight for a BKB, which is completely understandable.
Yeah, I think he needs it. There's just too much disable for him. Even though he gets Viper ulted short, that's okay. But when you get Viper ulted, then you also get stunned by Shaker and Witch Doctor, it's too much.
Yeah. And if he's the man getting Viper ulted, that's allowing Dendy to have more space to move around himself. Yeah. And when they both got BKBs, then Earthshaker and Witch Doctor's control goes out the window. Sure, you can still have the physical damage from the Death Ward, but that's you're missing out on a lot of the other control.
You can also get focused on a Witch Doctor. So just BKB run in, and then you can only control one of them.
Well, for the moment, there's a 3-man movement from Team Marino Tinkerino. They're hoping just to catch out one hero like that, but then Slaughter links himself away. I don't know if that's a Vorce. Yeah, he was baiting it like he thought maybe they aren't there. He'll take the stun. He doesn't. He has 6-1 charges, but the Death Ward is enough damage. The Ice Blast and Rocket come a little bit too late.
Yeah.
And he does get picked off, so
imagine Sing Sing gets hit by the A out of the Rocket.
Oh, middle lane EGM. Again, Funn1k with that hook shot. He's on his mark for these hits. It's 100% the mark for these hits. So 15-14. Not the passive kind of game I was fearing. I was honestly fearing like Medusa Naga games. Like, that's actually what I thought we were going to get.
No, I think both teams play very aggressive always.
Then he's going to notice that those hill trolls got killed off a little bit beforehand. And now they'll see Clockwerk on the bottom lane. The Vanscore's not able to get himself in range for this just yet. But just a little bit too far away. Even with Ice Blast, they need to have those hook shots from Clockwerk hitting every time. And that's the reason why Funn1k is building into the Aghanim Scepter as his first one. He knows he's just so critical for the initiation. Now Slaughter, well, solo kill. There's the Ice Blast coming in. A regeneration won't be able to save you. And Slaughter even getting himself a bash at that point. The fissure will connect, but he's making a beeline for a bounty rune, and with the sprint, there's no way they can keep up with him. And again, Team Marino Tinkerino, they bring 5 heroes into that middle lane to try and defend every time.
And I don't think Viper is having the time of his life either. He's actually really underfarmed. He only has a mech and a point booster so far. And then you take a look at Razor, he has a big KB now. And the Midas, of course.
It is only 18 minutes in, so it could be worse for him.
Yeah, and Slark is going to rush a big KB.
It really is just safety in fights. What allows you to be stronger in the fights. But now you get like the first one of the BKBs up. So Denny's got his up and running. You don't have the rest of Slaughter's, but then again Slaughter, you know what he wants, but can he actually reach it? Sing Sing, oh he can, the phase shift faded out, and now he goes for the batch with the Amplify and Funn1k with the follow-up. The Ice Blast was also going to be there as extra insurance.
Very good play by Hubos.
They're really moving well.
Yeah.
Like across the map, they're picking the target, like they find the target, they instantly move. Obviously Slaughter moves bloody fast.
Yeah, and they're doing this with no vision actually. The only vision they have is in the bottom and the mid lane, kinda.
Radiant's bottom
it's when the heroes hit the
attack.
waves.
Yeah,
when the heroes hit the waves, they just move around quickly.
Like he could have been camped up maybe, but then they don't know it, and they go anyway.
Well,
so they just have really good assumption, I suppose.
These rockets are also helping. Well, at this point, Denny to hold that bottom lane. He's using his ultimate to ensure this. It must mean the end of his ultimate. I don't know if he started trying to farm up the Ancients or not. But there was a stack from the Ancient Apparition. Clockwerk, he's so close on this mid. The Observer Wards are timing out, but that was Team Tinker's Observer Ward in the mid. Where the hell are they going to head now? Because you would think they would try and just keep finding kills over on the Slark, but he also needs to finish up with the BKB before he wants to try and go for this. In Clockwerk, another hook shot. Caught out Bulba, the Ice Blast will kill him. Like, Funn1k can just run himself away now because there is no way. She gave him just a cheeky little learn charge to ensure he would die. He's got six of them anyway, so why not?
It gave him the kill instead of the AA.
That's true.
So he just stole with the Norn actually.
It's worth it though. It's worth it because he's 350 gold away from having his axe.
Well, actually, I'm not sure if it's worth it because A gets experience if he gets the kill, so then they share the experience. This way Clockwerk gets it alone, and he doesn't really need it right now.
That's true. At the same time, having a level 3 ultimate with an active upgrade. I don't think you'd be really too sad about that, but you're right. That's a long way away that level 16. But the tier 1 tower is going to go down in middle lane after Team Tinker
needs to be careful. He's going to die. I think he's dead.
I think you're right. The rocket from Clockwerk.
I have no idea what he was doing right there.
The second kill secure, you see.
Middle tower has fallen.
And that's Aghanims. That's Aghanims for Funn1k.
Yeah, it is.
And Pycat's also going to TP himself out before there's any kind of stuns. If maybe Slaughter had the blink off cooldown and give it a shot, Funn1k even checks out Roshan Pit for the moment. He must have thought maybe Team Tinker were hovering around that. Trying to explain
I don't see how they would do that without Slark though.
I don't know how they do it either.
They just don't have the damage.
Yep.
Like maybe they can tank it, but not enough until they actually kill it, and it takes so long.
So for now, Na'Vi, they push their lead forward, even though it says like 19-14 at the moment.
Dire's top tower
you're still
is
8,500 experience in front and racking closer towards that 7k in the net worth too. Now it's about to go up higher as Denny forces the fortification out in the top lane.
Okay, you know
you got a hunt squad. EGM's got free gold. FNG, there's no way for him to survive this one. Okay, EGM. Maybe he thought if he went for the enchant totem, he wouldn't have got it off in time. Now Vanscore stuns over on Bulba, but he's here solo. They're going one after the other. He tries to swap to dodge, but hook shot in, and Slaughter comes in with a BKB, controlling EGM, while Funn1k, he's battling up against Sing Sing, the Bishop, but Sing Sing, he's dying the battery assault. Clockwerk's going to jump in, but Denny, he's still got this ulti and 112 points of stolen damage. Clockwerk blinks himself away, using that Shadow Dance to get out of vision, and the hook shot well off target. Of course, it is one of those like Aghanims ones, and he had no vision anyway. Actually, no, he did. There was an observer ward over here.
Yeah, they have the vision, but Slark was so BKB, so they couldn't go.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, 21-16. Team Tinker find an opening. That's Funn1k. He can't jump that one. No, onto Clockwerk. But we do have the 2 BKBs over on Na'Vi. The more these fights keep going, though, the less duration they're going to have. We're both down to 9 seconds right now, so there's only one charge being used by both of them. Why have you got Pycat? He's itching his way. Actually, is that his only Courier? No, that's Bulba's over club.
Yeah. Then he's very close to Aghanims as well. He's so farmed already.
He has the highest
Level
net worth.
16 and almost Aghanims.
450 gold to go. Not too shabby at all. With these double Aghanims, even Clockwerk's affording into a BKB.
Yeah.
So you're going to have trip BKBs over on Na'Vi.
Yep.
with their amplification. You don't have Ancient Apparition getting anywhere near his Aghanims, though. That's the only downside for the Na'Vi lineup. I suppose also the Vengeful Spirit not having a repositioner, but he got level 11, so the level 2 swap is more than worth it.
Yeah, but the good part about it is that they can always do the 4-man action only. Once they get the third BKB as well, and then A can just farm on the map and get levels. They can just push out the lanes that need to be pushed, and then they can play with 4. So A can always ult and help them as well. And Venge just needs to be there to swap out wherever Viper ults. So then they don't have the BKB control on that guy either. It's just kind of like a wasted Viper ultimate,
Radiant's
and then you
bottom
go back in.
tower is under attack.
Nice little room for Denny to pick up. It's going to be the DD, and he'll head towards the bottom lane to farm up the remainder of his Aghanims. Well, Sing Sing just has to hide in the tree line. It's still only a Blink Dagger and Treads over on this puck. So sitting a long way behind it, having anything which allows him to jump in and still survive, or even control the fight.
Yeah.
You look for something like that Yule step, for example, and it's nowhere near him.
Yeah, it's such a great start, but then he couldn't really get much done afterwards.
And when you also look over towards the Slark, at least the Slark's managed to crack level 16. So that's a nice thing for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still a BKB and Blink Dagger. Like the Hand of Midas will give you some extra attack speed, but that's all you're really getting from it.
No, he needs to become more tanky. I think he wants to buy Skadi next.
Yeah,
It's a great item against melee heroes as well.
Is it still going to be enough though? Because with the amplification, which is coming out from Slaughter, they're still going to be able to burn through all those life points of his. Would it not be better to try and find a more controlling ability?
He's always going to be able to remove it though, because of the low cooldown on the Dark Pack.
That's true.
At the same time, he can also just help.
Well, for now, Denny's just pumping in more money to himself, using that Aghanim Scepter to farm up the Ancients. There's Pycat. At least he's finished his own Aghanim Scepter, so they got the multiple ultimates. Even got Clockwerk scouting out what's happening with Team Tinker's Ancients, just to make sure there's no extra injection
they have
of
nothing
money.
to kill it, so
yeah,
they can't really get it.
They can't clear it. Not right now, at least. They're falling further and further behind as time goes by.
Yeah, I think the longer it goes at this point, Team Carry is just falling behind kind of. Shaker is so far from Blink as well. And then Puck is so underleveled.
Mike's still got so much money on him. With 2.7k, like even right now, if he wanted to, we could just put over on the arch with Ultimate Orb, get some extra stats, unless he wants to keep his farm secret, so he doesn't keep getting doesn't get focused by Navi. Vanscore's just moving inside the pit. This is just for an observer ward, and then boom.
Well, Navi just wants to secure Russian, that's for sure. They have Aghanim and Razor, and they have started to kill it really fast with. Medallion on turn as well.
Nick is moving over. He's seeing the hero on bottom lane. He's seeing Sing Sing. Well, he doesn't realize it's the fact that Coinfer is right behind, but with the Ice Blast, the hookshot line's not quite right for this, but now, ooh, Sing Sing, he backed down. He didn't jaunt up, so he's trying to juke them properly. Unfortunately for him, the Ice Blast takedown is making it impossible for him to get the Blink Dagger off cooldown. Now he phase shifts out, but controlled. Slider blinks himself here, and they ensure the kill.
Starter finds Venge in the Reaper in the meanwhile, and he gets a return kill.
That's true. But it's a puck for a VS. Unless they get more. Coifer's actually coming in for it. He blinks, but then again, Slider does the same thing. Away to safety down the lane.
I think under normal circumstances, you could say that the Puck kill is more worthy than the Vengeful Spirit, but in this game, it's the same. It really is. They're the same level, and well, they both underfarmed.
Well, right now, Funn1k, he's almost finished that BKB. I'm waiting for that timing on him. Because then the jump-ins from Funn1k become so much scarier. And you've still got Dendy, like, while all that was going on the bottom lane, Dendy just went up to top lane.
Yeah, he's just farming.
Farming the lane.
No reason not to.
We would assume Refresher straight away, or would you try and go for something else?
I think you should go Shivas, actually. I think he buys the Shivas and Starter buys the AC, and then they're so tanky, you just cannot fight them. And they still have so much damage.
Well, you are going to get that AC on Slider. He picks up the Hyperstone as the starting one. Just increasing that chance, obviously, the more times you attack.
Yeah.
Look for the bashes.
Yeah, and the tankiness and just more minus armor. That's something Star cannot dispel as well.
At least Ancient Apparition's having himself a good time as well. He's now only sitting, which I can't believe I'm saying this because I honestly thought he wouldn't get this during the entire game. But he's only 1,400 or 1,600 gold away from having his Ags.
Like I said, he doesn't really need to do anything. He can just sit and farm.
Maybe he should be doing that on bottom lane. There's a lot. Yeah, okay, here comes the TP.
Yeah,
But that's Dendy. That's Dendy again coming down here. He's up to 3.3k gold over on this Razor.
There's barely room to farm for him in the lanes. The carries are always going to farm them unless they want to go for objectives.
Oh, Sarah, he crushes over on Voidbuff, but Fiber Strike and Death Ward. Yeah. Ice Blast is coming up, but it's only going to connect on EGM. At the same time, Funn1k, he's currently being trapped up by the Dream Call. He's got Hookshot of Babel, Cogs as well. He hookshots up and away, but he got stunned up still by that Dream Call at the last moment. And the Cogs, they'll push EGM back, but Void to trap him in quite nicely. And Puck will end the Mega Streak. The Mega Kill Streak. There was that of the Clockwerks.
I don't think Clockwerk had a way out of there. I think he just soups the Shaker and tries to kill him instead. Just get a return kill with you know.
That big item's arrived. Look how much gold they got from just for those 2 kills, because the 2 kills, he got 5,000 worth of experience. And even the swing of gold is just over 3k.
Oh, they also killed the core
Radiant's top
heroes.
tower
That's huge.
is under attack.
But for now, with that Death Ward from Bulba, life's going to get even harder for Na'Vi.
Yeah, they need to focus him out with someone.
Yep.
Or Bench can just keep saving his swap for it as well.
It's kind of difficult though. Like you need to bring down the Witch Doctor from the very start while being mindful about the Earthshaker's positioning. And quite for now with a fully finished Skadi, well, he's even harder to kill off, you know?
Yeah, but the good thing is that Shaker doesn't have a blink, and he's not having his 4-staff either. So then you don't have to worry too much about him. If he walks into a Slaughter and a Razer BKB, and he can always just get stunned and killed to death. And then you can focus.
Oh, they're going to point up. The Amplifier's on, the Battery Assault, the Ice Blast coming in, it's going to connect. At the same time, he's just TPing himself away to safety. Unfortunately for him, he won't be able to regenerate.
Yep. But he had the BKB up, so he should be just fine.
Yep. He's not ticking out, and then he just jumps himself away to regenerate anyway.
This is where the Agonist would have been really good.
Yep. But unfortunately for FNG, he's still shot by 1,000 gold. You've got a DD rune on the bottom river, which will be bottled up by Dendy, and they're going to go, well, as quickly as they can. I don't know about the timing of this, however. This could be really dangerous. Sentry Wars to drop. EGM's got no way in, but the Puck Orb there. Clockwerk, hook shots up. He managed to push Coit back. And EGM, he already used Echo Slam to try and kill off Funn1k, but then again, Funn1k is quite happy with it. He doesn't have his BKB yet, but the Ice Blast will come. He's wasted a lot of time. There goes your Ice Blast. All 5 heroes from Team Tinker getting hit by that. Hook shot up, and well, how far can you keep going? The Slider wants to. He gets a bash over on Bulba. Cancels the Death Wards. There's no bounce out. Funn1k might go down. The Aegis, the Immortal, will be triggered. The Bulba with the Plasma Field return damage comes out from Dendy. 4 heroes for 2.
Yeah.
26 to 21, 31 minutes in, but the Roshan belongs to Na'Vi. And Team Tinker, not the greatest fight in the world for them.
Yep. Okay, Dendy is going for Refresher actually. He feels he's strong enough to just tank through everything so far. And with the AC, it's just gonna help him more.
He probably also just wants to force the issue more than anything else.
Yeah, I think so. They're really far ahead right now, and they can just win the fight straight up. So they could just go and push at this point.
Well, there's that Refresher on the Courier coming out. Ancient Apparition looks like a long way away.
He was so greedy. But what he wanted to do was just kill 1 creep and then port to base. He would have his Agonies as well. He tried to ulti the wave and then blast it and then port out, but he took too long.
It looks like on the bright side, at least spent his money before death, or actually did he?
Nope.
No, so he actually...
He died right before. He
lost his unreliable gold.
So from 50 gold to so much.
And it's off.
A little bit crushing for him. It would have been worth it if he got away
Radiant's
with it.
middle tower is under attack.
I don't think so. I think he can just TP out right away and then he can ult on a lane and you can still kill 1 creep and have it.
Good point. Van School picking up Blink, in fact. Just moving that PS around. It's almost like he's playing up against any heroes with Chronos or Black Holes or trying to fight around like big AoE abilities apart from maybe Witch Doctor, but the second that hits, your Blink Dagger's on cooldown anyway. But maybe that's what it's about. Like, this now turns the VS as the canceller to the Witch Doctor. Jump, get the stun, drop it.
Yeah, like it can be, but at the same time, you can walk in, stun, and then blink out, and still be in a defensive position where you can swap someone out.
Good point. Well, I think Na'Vi are ready to fight now. Like, you got the full assault Kuros up and running. You don't have your BKB yet on the Clockwerk. He's 30 gold. Oh yeah, sorry, 75. Now the BKB can now come out, and now they'll be ready to fight. Denny with the refresher, he's got 3.2k gold as well up his sleeve. So his next item could still be arriving shortly.
I'm wondering what Koipa wants to go for now as well. He's got 3k banked up already, well, almost 3.5.
I still like to see the basher into Abyssal on him. Like, just some
Yeah, I think
higher
Abyssal is
level
really
of
good as
control.
well. Yeah. They need more disable. They don't have so much disable for BKBs. I mean, they actually don't have any, it's just Viper ult and slowing them down.
And Viper ulti's only going to do so much. Like, the slow...
Yeah,
You got Vance got repositioning him, so they can't even focus someone once they get Viper ulti. And Funn1k keeps splitting the fights as well with good hook shots.
They need to be able to go for different targets at the same time. And Abyssal is great at that.
Slaughter, you can ping that all you want. it's not going to make it happen for you.
He's ready.
The Ice Blast coming in case Koipa trying to have a crack at him as well. But he was pinging it out because he had his teammates very, very close by. And then Koipa actually pinged out the fact that he was visible too. Because when he walked down, he just said, yo guys, like there's a water around here.
FNG's doing it. FNG's doing it, man.
He has it, but he's going to die after getting it.
Maybe
Oh,
it's the
CP
way,
out,
actually.
he's fine.
Yep.
Koipa can't finish the job.
This time he ports on in time.
So that's when it's useful to have that basher.
Yeah, exactly.
The chance for a potential stun.
Well,
They'll give you
when
the
you have
kill.
Abyssal though, you just stun him.
Yep.
Even better.
Yeah. When you got the extra 3.8k, you can pick up that relic and change it. Sure. He's bleeding gold.
I mean, it's just 3k away from it.
No.
Even less now.
Yeah, he just picked up the basher, so he's good. It's Team Tinker. They still need to find some kind of like purpose with their lineup at the moment, because if this game continues the way it is right now, Na'Vi will just keep pushing them out, and then find their openings, and Na'Vi can pounce a lot quicker than Team Tinker can.
I like that Pyka is also going for Manta style. Do you realize this BKB is not going to help him so much? And then Manta can dispel the starter amp as well as the cold feed from AA that is used as well. And then he can also help with the Clockwerk if he jumps on you, I suppose. Then you have illusions attached to battery.
Radiant's bottom tower.
We've got fortification, AA ulti as well as rockets flying down. In fact, that rocket's going all the way down to the tier 2 tower. So it's a tower for a tower, but then he comes high ground. He's still got refresher orb available. I think he wants to wait until he might be forced to use the BKB, and the damage to the tower is still quite high. And then he goes the BKB into the refresher. EGM caught out by Funn1k again with a hook shot. And yep, with the double ulti out from Denny, that's the melee Rex going to take a fall. However, they need to finish the damage. Koipa jumps in, gets the pounce over on Denny. Slaughter wants to help him out, but Koipa into that BKB with the Death Ward now bouncing around. They stun up Bulba again, Funn1k in close range. The Colt will isolate the Witch Doctor. And the BKB from Avorst, it will also be triggered. The Ice Blast, where it is from Koipa. He's trying to hide on the edge. It'll connect. That is the Aghanim's upgrade, but all that's going to do is just hold Koipa inside the base. Unless Funn1k wants to try and have a... Oh, he went for that. He's going to BKB TP out. If the hook shot connected and the rocket connected as well, he'll have the kill. Yeah.
And it is worth it because you set the Slark so back if you do it.
So Na'Vi one racks up on the high ground, and that also means now that Dendy, he's got extra catch and he's got the full heart.
Yeah.
He's
so farmed right now. So farmed.
Very, very farmed Razor. The only thing he's missing is the extra armor from the Shivas.
Yeah. This is the exact type of play that RTZ would go for, except this is just a bit greedier. But he can just do it.
Avorst wants to amplify over on the Slark. VS going to swap him out. The Ice Blast. Koipa stunned up for the moment. Hook shot down as well. Koipa might have bit off a little bit more than he could chew here. Almost a minute and a half on the sidelines. There's more support coming in. The ulti onto the ancient apparition. Is he gonna? He has enough life points. He'll survive back at base. FNG out by the skin of his teeth.
Perfect teleport up.
If they had like a 4-staff on EGM, maybe he would have got there in time to get the fissure off, but there's a lot of ifs, and
I think Slark could have survived as well, but he had cooldown on BKB, so then it's just too hard.
So now we have Razor forcing in the top lane, and it's going to keep Team Tinker falling back to their own base while it continues on.
Viper has a Manta now.
He calls the ball. Unfortunately for him, the Ice Ball's already on the way up, and all the heroes have moved away. But they will take this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. High cap, there's very little he can do to defend against this. Like Denny mobs up the creep wave. It's 48 seconds until you get the refresher orb back off cooldown for the Razor.
And then they can just go again.
Yep. But they need these tier 2 towers down before they can do such a thing.
Yeah. Roshan should be back up soon as well.
Middle tower has fallen.
How long have we got?
They might just wait for that, I think.
Well, they got potential spawn time in like 45 seconds, but then you could be waiting 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I don't think they want to wait that long. They take out the tier 2 towers. I would say also aggressive warding. Look on top of this little peak right here. If they can get one inside the base as well, and just look for a pick-off on Team Tinker, and then go high ground.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, Navi doesn't have to rush at all. No. They're still very far ahead, and Roshan is just going to give them even more.
So they could just wait it out. Wouldn't say go high ground until you have the advantage in the heroes. No, they found one. Hook shot over. They caught out Funn1k. It was all the Clockwerk illusions, which, I mean, they caught out Koik, but all the illusions were still allowed to see for it. And now Blink up. They're actually going for more. EGM controlled and being bashed up by the BK beat-up Slaughter. They swap back Koik into the cold feet. They need more stolen control over on him, and they're going to find it. There's no way out. 2 heroes down, and Dandy is just going solo up the mid. He's got his double ulti turned on. And that tower in the mid lane will not be able to survive. One of the ultis will wear off now. Now they will still take out the mid ranks, and I don't think Team Tinker can fight. In fact, I got a funny feeling this is actually a full rank thing.
Yes. It's no buyback on Slark.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Navi has full fighting potential now. They're just full.
Pykat's going to do what he can. Sing jumping in. He orb attacks and they bring down Slaughter a little bit, but Clockwerk, okay, that hook shot went straight through the Viper. Dendy going to be brought down by that ultimate. Is it enough? It's not. He's got 400 life points. They got the Viper strike, and then EGM finally brings down that Razor for 725 gold bonus money for him. And they're retreating out. FNG, they need to stun around the corner. Stun, not fast enough.
That was very slow.
That was almost worth the blind stun around the corner. But you see how much, just for the 1 kill on Dendy, you got 4,768 points of experience coming in. Not too shabby. Both the ES and the Puck shared that.
It's plenty of gold too.
Yeah. So for now, Team Marino, Tinkerino, they do hold their bottom lane of rack, so it's not over yet. But you're still fighting up against a double-hearted lineup. Like, that's a heart on Razor and on Slaughter. 3.3k life points on him. Not to mention the 29 points of armor.
I honestly think Navi can just go finish and Raspberries back up. He can use Smite as solid by anything
Slaughter.
And then go.
If they just, okay, he blinks away from the ultimate from Pycat. He had a DD rune. That's the reason why he wanted to just jump and go for whoever he could find.
He needed to dodge it for sure, though.
Especially when Bulba's on the defense for the moment. He's just trying to keep this creep wave out. Anything he's got, he's throwing at the wave. And he's still trying to build himself into that Shadow Blade, which is kind of surprising when you're playing up against a Slaughter. The Shadow Blade won't protect you if you get amplified. But then again, if you get amplified, you seem to die within the space of 5 seconds, so...
Well, he just sits behind anyways. They don't really see the Witch Doctor usually. And when he's Navi taking the fight with Tinker, they will never see him before.
Vanscore blinks himself away. Koif will have to have a guess blink. Vanscore actually got himself stuck inside the trees with that blink. Which is why he can't go for it, but there's a big item now coming on Earthshaker. He bypassed going for the 4-star.
Yeah, and just spot a blink.
Yep. That dunk is going to be so important for them. So important for them. Because without it, they can't get the advantage in the team fight. Yep. It's literally that simple. Are they going to come out and try and fight? Someone got smoked?
Well, they assume Roshan should be back soon, and they know they will have to fight for it, because if Navi gets Roshan as well, then this game should be over. But they're not sure when it's up. Pycat has a feeling, but
This is only the second Roshan though, so there's only the Aegis, the Immortal available. I actually don't know if the Aegis is enough to make this game fully over. Like, I'm not going to underestimate the power of the Death Ward with the Aghanims upgrade. And if you can get the Earthshaker dump as well as the Death Ward channel, with the heroes from Navi not freely moving around, then yeah, you could actually win a fight here. And that's why Team Tinker, like, they're not GGing out of this, they still believe that there is hope for them in the fight.
But at the same time, you have to think about it this way. Browser can just buy back and buy Boots of Travels and port back in if he dies. And then Starter has Aegis, so you have to kill them twice.
Here they come. Dandy, look at that double ulti. They have to fortify. EGM caught in the tree line, and there goes your dunk, and there is no buyback for that Earthshaker. That might be the game right there as the bottom rank is fully gone. Vanscore comes in, they get the stun on Pycat, and well, Pycat, he tries to get himself away, but there's a hook shot up. The 2 supports are now down for the count as Koifa counts himself in, but the GG call is there. Game number 1 of our winners bracket final will go the way of Na'Vi. With a hero pickup, we don't see a lot, but a really good initiation combo.
They had a gem on the bench was great, but they had no idea. Then Shaker was He was in this from the Shadow Amulet actually, from Mage Doctor. And he was just casually waiting to ult, but, well, Gem was there.
And of course that reveals the secret, and that now means that Na'Vi is 1 game up. And we'll see if Team Marino Tinkerino is capable of hitting back. Of course, they're going to have a decent path to go, but if any team can do it right here at the LAN event, I think Team Tinker will be one of the favorites.